The trial of a former Waupun Correctional Institution nurse began on Monday, with prosecutors arguing that she failed to act as an inmate's health quickly worsened before his death. Prosecutors say 53-year-old Gwendolyn Vick knew about concerns over 24-year-old Cameron Williams' health in October 2023, but suggested waiting on cell entry even after he stopped responding to staff. Williams was found dead the next morning from a rare stroke. On the first day of the judge-only trial, former officers testified that Williams complained of stomach and chest pain and appeared to struggle to breathe. That's in body camera video. Vick is the first of 9 former Waupun staffers to actually go to trial. 3 others charged in connection with inmate abuse or deaths at the facility are still in the court system. 2 accused had their charges completely dismissed. 3 others reached plea agreements. Vick's trial is set to last until next Friday.